Live from HSHMC, this is The Pulse.
Hello, and welcome to the special edition of The Pulse. My name is Alex. Today our top story is about the expected growth of alternative energies. Recent developments in the Middle East have caused for the base price of crude oil to climb to unprecedented prices. Corporations are starting to look towards alternative energy as a possible market for future consumers. Sources of renewable energy include water, the wind, the heat from our Earth, and our Sun. We already have ways to collect this clean energy, we just need to find ways to implement them into our daily lives. Now we go to Space Ranger Frogger, our live-action news reporter with more news about alternative energy.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Space Ranger Frogger, and I'm here in front of our Sun. This big flaming ball behind me is currently emitting enough radiation equivalent to that of standing in front of an unshielded reactor for about 10,000 years. That's a lot of radiation, but it's this very radiation that in fact powers everything on Earth, like everything. And unfortunately enough, we're able to harness this energy directly using solar panels. Solar panels both absorb and reflect the energy, and there are photovoltaic reactions that actually absorb the energy directly and convert it into electricity. Alright, it seems that I've gone too close to the Sun. I'm not going to be able to make it back to the station, so this is Space Ranger Frogger signing off.
Well, it seems we've lost contact with our Action News field reporter. Speaking of unbearable heat, geothermal energy is another form of alternative energy that is growing. This is how it works. Pipelines are inserted deep into the Earth's crust, where they experience natural heat from molten rock and magma in the Earth's mantle. Water is pumped into a porous layer of sedimentary rock via a pipe called the injection well. Where it is heated and then pumped out via a second pipe called the production well. The heated water goes into a chamber where it evaporates. The steam turns a turbine which creates electricity. The steam goes into a condensation chamber where it is pumped back into the ground via the injection well. It's a simple cycle. For our next segment, I'd like to tell you about another form of alternative energy, wind energy, and it's quite simply an enormous propeller attached to a tower. The wind turns the propeller, and the propeller is attached to a shaft which is attached to a generator that produces electricity. Usually there are entire fields of these giant propellers for efficiency. For our last segment, we have a very special guest. We have talked about the different forms of alternative energies and how they are in play today. But now we'll talk about an alternative energy that is in experimental phase. Today we have a very special guest, Mr. Sergei Mikhail Frogchev, an expert on nuclear fusion. So tell me, Dr. Frogchev, what is nuclear fusion?
Thank you for that wonderful introduction, my friend. Now, about nuclear fusion, it's the general idea of taking two hydrogen atoms and fusing them together under high heat and pressure. This sort of nucleosynthesis that we cause releases a high amount of energy and pressure, and we trap that energy and then use it in order to heat up water and cause steam to go through generators, and then we take the energy from there.
I see. So what is the problem? Why is nuclear fusion still in an experimental phase?
It's actually the heat that we try to take away. What we try right now to do is that our generator, it uses liquid lead in the walls, and the lead absorbs not only the radiation but the heat as well, and then transfer it to a separate reservoir of water that we heat up and use the steam or turn the turbines and everything. That all works very well and nice, but the fact is that this liquid lead is now allowing us to trap all of the heat. See, we need all of the heat in order to make the reaction worthwhile, because currently we are actually putting more energy into the generator than we are getting out.
I see. Well, thank you for your time, Dr. Frogchev.
It's been a pleasure.
From all of us here at The Pulse, thank you for watching. This is Alex, signing off.
What?